it's Wendy from the Nomadic Vegan, and welcome to part 4 of my 11-part video series on my favorite vegan dishes around the world. You might notice I've got a slightly different setup that I'm using today. I have this headset on. I wasn't that happy with the sound quality of the videos that I was making with the different mic, so I thought I would try this instead. I feel a little bit weird about it. I feel like it makes me look like I'm working in a call center and I've got some kind of office job, which no, I gave up my office job so that I could tell you about vegan food. So yeah, I don't know. I feel weird about it, but I'm just trying to make it the best quality of a video that I can for you. So tell me what you like. Is the sound quality better or worse? Or yeah, do you like me looking at me with this? Do you hate looking at me with this? Just let me know. Alright, so let's get into it. Today we are talking about Turkish cuisine. And this is one where it was really hard to choose just one dish. Although I'm probably going to say that in every video because every cuisine has so many amazing vegan dishes to choose from, but that is especially true of Turkish cuisine. And one thing I will say is that many of the dishes, the vegan dishes that are in Turkish cuisine, are also some of the same ones that you'll find in Greek cuisine. These two countries have a history that's very closely interconnected. I'm not going to go into all of the political and social and military history. I know I did go off on a slight tangent in my Ethiopia video where I started talking about Mussolini invading Ethiopia in the 1930s. But I'm not going to give you a history lesson here because that's not what you're here for. You're here to learn about vegan food from around the world, right? Alright, so, but just know that the dish that I'm going to tell you about today, you will find it not only in Turkish cuisine, but also in Greek cuisine. And that's actually how I first discovered it. So the first time that I tasted this dish was on the trip to Greece that I talked about in my previous video, and that was the trip where I became vegan in Greece. So if you'd like to hear that story, check out the previous video. And yeah, that's where I first tasted this dish, but I decided to share it in this video instead because, well, the name of this dish is actually a Turkish name, so it just seemed to be more appropriate for the Turkish video. So the name is Imam bayildi. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Anyone who speaks Turkish, please correct me and tell me how to pronounce it. I will tell you what the name means in just a second, but let me first tell you what it is. So it is a dish of roasted eggplants that are slowly roasted in generous quantities of the finest quality extra virgin olive oil, and then stuffed with a mix of cooked tomatoes with onions and garlic and some other spices mixed in there as well. Maybe a few more vegetables into the mix as well. And oh gosh, it is just heavenly. Imam bayildi. You might know already that the word imam refers to a member of the Muslim community who leads the worship service in a mosque, right? And then Imam bayildi literally means the imam fainted. Why did the imam faint? Well, some say it's just because the dish was so delicious and he was just overcome. I don't find that hard to believe at all. I could definitely see that happening with this dish. The second possible reason, is that he fainted when he found out how much olive oil was used in this dish and how much that olive oil cost. If you have ever cooked with eggplants before, or aubergine if you speak British English, you'll know that it can very easily soak up a lot of oil, the eggplant can. So it is pretty easy to get a little bit carried away and to use quite a lot of olive oil when you're making this dish. And so if you are using the finest, highest quality extra virgin olive oil, then yeah, the cost is gonna add up. So that could have been what made the imam faint. The third possibility is just a cute little story, a legend that I've come across, which says that the imam married the daughter of an olive oil merchant, and as her dowry, her father gave her 12 jars of the finest, highest quality extra virgin olive oil. So, for the first 12 nights of their marriage, every night she would take one of these jars and she would make this amazing dish of eggplant stuffed with tomatoes and garlic and onions, and she would use an entire jar of olive oil to do so. Well, she did that for the first 12 nights. She had 12 jars. So then they were gone, and on the 13th night, the imam arrived at the table for dinner, didn't see his eggplant. said, "Where's my eggplant?" And his new bride said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but we're out of olive oil, so I couldn't make the eggplant dish for you." And that is when the Imam fainted. So you can decide which of these stories you prefer, which one you would like to believe, but in any case, this dish is incredibly delicious, and so word of warning, you just might faint. Alright, so, and it is, yeah, absolutely my favorite vegan dish in Turkey. Probably really my favorite vegan dish in Greece as well, but like I said, I thought it made more sense to share it with you here. Possibly even my favorite vegan dish ever. But no, that's too big a call. We've still got several more cuisines to go through, so I'm not going to make any claims like that yet. But we are counting down. We're already to 4, so we've got just a few more left, and that means that you also have just a few more days left to pre-order your copy of Veggie Planet in time to get the bonus package. So if you're watching this before July 21st, 2017, then you still have time. That is the official release date of my new book, Veggie Planet, but it is already available for pre-order right now on Amazon, and if you pre-order before that date, then you will get the full bonus package. So that includes a bonus recipe pack so that you can recreate in your own kitchen many of the dishes that I describe for you inside the book, and then it includes a bonus chapter. So Veggie Planet covers 11 different world cuisines, but in this extra chapter, it covers a 12th cuisine that is not in the main book itself. And that's a chapter that I co-wrote with my friend Karen Jane from The Lost Lemurian. And she has her own YouTube channel where she talks about veganism and minimalism and spirituality and zero waste living and travel and all kinds of cool stuff. So I definitely recommend you check out her channel. Next bonus is that you will get a sneak peek into my next book, which is Italy for Veggie Lovers. So go ahead and give away a secret. Yes, Italy is one of the chapters that's included in Veggie Planet, and so I will be making a video about my favorite vegan Italian dish pretty soon. And yes, so there is a chapter on that, but I've got a whole lot more to say about Italian food and about traveling as a vegan in Italy, because I have lots of experience with that. So I am writing a whole book just on that subject. You'll get a sneak peek at that if you pre-order. And finally, you'll get a free ticket to a live online event with me, a Meet the Author event. So this will be kind of a Q&A where you and I can sit down and chat, and you can ask me anything you would like to about vegan travel and vegan food around the world and vegan living in general. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye!